The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Diane will come and light the chalice for us this morning. Those of you at home are invited to light your own chalice now. We gather this hour as people of faith with joys and sorrows, gifts and needs. We light this beacon of hope as a sign of our quest for truth and meaning in celebration of the life we share together. Thank you. Before we sing the first hymn, let me remind our remote participants to leave yourselves muted. However, we want you and whoever's with you to sing as big and loud as you like. Make it a joyous experience. Please stand in body and or spirit and sing the opening hymn, We Gather Together, number 349.
We gather together in joyful thanksgiving, acclaiming creation whose bounty we share. Both sorrow and gladness we find now in our living. We sing a hymn of praise to the life that we bear. We gather together to join in the journey, confirming, committing our passage to be a true affirmation in joy and tribulation. When bound to human care and hope, then we are free.
Good morning. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist community of Cambria. We're glad you have joined us today. Our UUCC sanctuary sits on land that the Salinan and Chumash indigenous peoples historically inhabited. We honor their contribution to this region and give thanks for the opportunity to gather in faith on their unceded territory. Let us respect their legacy and protect their history as we occupy this sacred space. As Unitarian Universalists, we celebrate religious diversity and welcome all who journey in search of faith and spirituality. The UUCC is a lay-led congregation run by the democratic process. We invite speakers from different religious traditions and spiritual or scientific and areas of interest that connect with the UU7 principles. Today's service centers around the first principle. We affirm and promote the inherent worth and dignity of every person. My name is Mary Ann Anderson, and I am your worship associate for this morning's service. I would like to extend a special welcome to today's guests and visitors. We're glad you've joined us this morning. If you wish, please raise your hand if you would like to introduce yourself or your guest. If you're not on the mailing list, please visit the UUCC website, and I'm going to stop there because I would like our guests to introduce themselves today.
It'll be a choice. Hello. I'm Evelyn from Pacific Grove.
And I'm Barbara from Los Angeles.
They're my whoops, off script. Anyway, if you're not on our mailing list, please visit the UUCC website at uuccambria.org so that we can keep you informed about all of our activities. Members and friends, please check out what's happening, the e-blast sent to you every week. This is a great way to keep up to date with our latest news. If you wish to see this or any other past Zoom services, the recordings can be found on the UUCC website and on Facebook. So again, good morning and welcome to everyone. The affirmation is both a recognition of the nature of this community as well as a promise to which we aspire. Let us now recite the UUCC affirmation. Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its prayer. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in freedom, and to help one another. We set aside this time for any special announcements that would be of interest to our UU community members and friends. Please keep your items short and to the point. If something needs more explanation, contact the person after the service. If you'd like to make an announcement, please raise your hand. When Andy or I call your name, please step up to the podium or unmute yourself, then speak. Does anybody in the sanctuary have an announcement? Right?
The Cambria Community Chorale will have its second performance this afternoon, 2 o'clock at the Presbyterian Church. We had a good reception last week, and I think we'll try to get a good one today, too.
I was hoping she would be here, but we have a new member, and she probably be here next week, which I won't be, but I wanted to introduce her to you anyway. Her name is Maria Rowe, R-O-W-E. She is also singing later today with the chorale, and she's a licensed MFT, just like somebody I know. So please give her a warm welcome. When you see her, she'll probably be here next week. Maria Rowe.
Board meeting tomorrow, 3 o'clock here in the sanctuary, and the old and new board, please, you're all welcome to come. Thank you.
I think that's it for the sanctuary, Andy. Next week, Mary Schwalbe and Jan Bussara will present Christmas Eve in the Morning, Our Search for Peace. Okay, Margot, sharing together some of our personal and significant joys and concerns brings us closer as a faith community. We invite you to share the milestones that are deeply felt as a part of your personal life, express a gratitude, or perhaps offer an acknowledgement. But please be mindful and considerate of all who come to worship this morning. The collective flames of these candles embody all the joys and concerns which may have gone unspoken today, but are also deeply felt in this community. The first reading, I think we need to take a moment of silence. I'm sorry, I'm going to interrupt right now. Let's take a moment of silence, please. The first reading is a poem titled Song of the Open Road by Octavio Paz. I am not I am this one walking beside me, whom I do not see, whom at times I manage to visit, and whom at other times I forget, who remains calm and silent while I talk, and forgives gently when I hate, who walks where I am not, who will remain standing when I die. Let us enter a place of peace and serenity where you are one with your spiritual being. Be at peace within your space where the absence of all that is temporal is its most cherished gift. Let us enter the silence. light shine in, illuminate our inward view. Help us to see with clarity. Shine bright and true so we may join our songs in new sounds that become full symphony. The second reading is a poem entitled You Start Dying Slowly by Martha Medeiros. You start dying slowly if you do not travel, if you do not read, if you do not listen to the sounds of life, if you do not appreciate yourself. You start dying slowly when you kill your self-esteem, when you do not let others help you. The anthem today is titled Throw It Away by Abby Lincoln and will be sung by Ames Anderson and yours truly. Think about the life I live, a figure made of clay, and think about the things I lost, the things I gave away. And when I'm in a certain mood, I search the holes and look. One night I found these magic words in a magic book. Throw it away, throw it away. Live your life, give your love each and every day. Keep your hand wide open, let the sun shine through. 'Cause you can never lose a thing if it belongs to you. There's a hand that rocks the cradle. There are hands to make us stand with a gentle kind of motion as it moves across the land. And the hands unclenched and open, gifts of life and love will bring. So keep your hand wide open if you're needing anything. Throw it away, throw it away. Live your life, give your love each and every day. And keep your hand wide open, let the sun shine through. 'Cause you can never lose a thing if it belongs to you. There's a natural obligation to what we own and claim, possessing and belonging to, acknowledging the name. So keep your hand wide open if you're needing love today. 'Cause you can't lose it even if you throw it all Today's talk is titled Rising Beyond Limits, a journey to self-empowerment and the power of community, to be delivered by Martha Mora. Sure does. Today's talk is titled Rising Beyond Limits, a journey to self-empowerment and the power of community, to be delivered by Martha Mora. Martha was born in San Luis Obispo and raised in Cambria, California by her mother. She's proudly a Mexican American, the first in her family to graduate from high school and college. And she was one of the recipients right here of the UUCC Scholarship Award in 2018. From a young age, Martha enjoyed playing soccer and competing in Coast Union girls soccer team. She was in the Rotary Interact Club vice president, spending countless hours volunteering in the community. Her educational journey was nothing but traditional. Martha attended Cuesta College as a student athlete, a star athlete, and transferred to UCLA to get a bachelor's degree in Spanish, community, and culture. She interned with various nonprofit organizations that supported underserved communities. Deserving underserved. With the supportive encouragement of mentors, family, and friends, in 2023, Martha graduated from Harvard University with a master's degree in human development and higher education. This program of studies was dedicated and designed for her to learn how to empower some of the most vulnerable populations in higher education and in our society. Now, Martha works for Cuesta College, designing support programs to help local high school students navigate the higher education admissions process. She continues to work for Harvard's Graduate School of Arts and Sciences, implementing programs that increase recruitment and retainment of historically underserved populations in doctoral programs. Martha's journey may seem very linear on paper, but it was anything but that. Despite facing challenges and self-doubt, Martha discovered the transformative power of community, family, friends, and higher education. Breaking through self-imposed limitations, her journey has empowered her to embrace her own intellectual capacities and inner strength. I give you Martha.
Thank you, Marianne. Good morning. Can everyone hear me all right? Randy, are we good on the audio?
Yep, you look great.
Yes. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to join you this morning and really for inviting me back to the UUCC. It's great to be with you all. I believe last time I was with you was in late June, early July, as I had just graduated from Harvard and moved back to the area. I do want to apologize for not being with you in person. Unfortunately, I was exposed to COVID just a couple days ago at my job, and so I wanted to make sure I kept you all safe. So I thank you for being able to work with me, Randy, and having me on Zoom. For those of you who do not recognize me, I know Marianne went over a little bit about who I am, but my name is Martha Mora, and I was a recipient of the UUCC Scholarship for Coast Union's class of 2018. And in 2018, I got to meet the wonderful UU community. And since then, you have embraced me and have made me feel so welcome. So I'm so grateful for you all. I really want to extend my gratitude for your presence as we get to embark on an extended exploration of the intricate tapestry of my life. And it was a journey shaped by choices that were made very long before my entry into this world. But today we delve deep into the transformative power of resilience, self-discovery, and really the unwavering support of a community that believed in me even when I doubted myself. And so the beginning of my story dates back to the year 2000 in San Luis Obispo, California. A very courageous decision by my mother to separate from my father months before my birth really set the stage for a narrative filled with challenges and triumphs and unexpected turns. As a result of the decision, I was born in San Luis Obispo and raised in Cambria, rather than having been born and raised in San Jose by a dedicated mother and a father that was a substance abuser. That decision put me on a very different path to the one that I would have been on had that decision not been made, and the life I would have lived. Instead of growing up in a very traditional family with a mother and a father as an only child, I grew up in a non-traditional family. I was raised by a single mother who was very dedicated and very passionate and really always enforced the power of education in me. Also by my cousin Alex, who has acted as a brother to me and even a father figure. And finally by my godmother, who is also Alex's mother and has acted as a second mother to me. So instead of having a traditional mother and father family, I had two mothers and a brother, a cousin, and a father figure. I grew up without a father, but there was never a moment where I did not feel loved. And growing up without one, I did grapple with insecurities that did cast a shadow over some of my most formative years. And it was a void that constantly did affect me in the sense that I saw what others had, and I felt that I needed that traditional family to fit in with society. As I grew up, I realized I did not need a father because I had all the support from my non-traditional family. And I won't lie, there were times where it hurt not to have one, and I felt lost. But really, soccer and sports emerged as a sanctuary in some sort of sense. It became a realm where I not only excelled, but I also found purpose and identity. As the cheers of the crowd and recognition in the Cambria and San Luis Obispo County newspapers momentarily masked that void of paternal absence, destiny intervened with a debilitating injury that shattered what I thought were my soccer dreams. What initially felt like a setback led me to Cuesta College, a choice that would really become a cornerstone for a transformative chapter in my life. Cuesta, academically, athletically, socially, and even personally, became the canvas on which I painted a new identity. Navigating the uncertainties of my senior year and confronting the reality of attending Cuesta, I initially perceived it as a symbol of dreams falling apart. At that moment, I had this dream of attending St. Mary's College of California, which was a private institution in the Bay Area. And if there's really anyone in the crowd that can attest to that, it's Marianne. She saw how devastated I was as an 18-year-old about not being able to go to the institution that I loved in just so many ways. The sports that they had, the architecture even that they had, everything that it was going to offer me, it felt as though dreams were falling apart. Now, as those years have gone by, sometimes Marianne and I get together and we kind of laugh about it and look back about, who I was back then and everything that's happened since then and how much I've grown and how far away I went from St. Mary's College of California. Little did I know that Cuesta would end up being the fertile ground for personal and academic growth. And Cuesta provided really a supportive environment where I not only excelled academically, but also discovered uncharted potentials within myself. The friendships I forged and the guidance I received from mentors and community members, because I got to stay close to home and close to the UU and close to the community that I had grown up in, really shaped my evolving narrative. Once I grieved and got over the loss of my current dream, St. Mary's College of California, and a soccer scholarship, I began to try to make the most out of attending Cuesta. At the beginning, my focus was to get in and out of Cuesta as soon as possible. And I quickly realized that Cuesta did have a lot to offer. They had small class sizes, professors that gave you one-on-one support, and mentors that had also gone to community colleges and had successful careers. And at that moment, again, what I found most important was the fact that they had a soccer team that competed competitively. I joined the soccer team, took interest in a wide variety of courses, and received guided mentorship that really allowed me to make the most out of Cuesta, making me see that I was very lucky to be there. I was doing great in Cuesta's soccer program. I was ranked top 3 in the state for community college soccer, was nominated Athlete of the Year in 2018, and was actually named Athlete of the Year in 2019. So quickly, At Cuesta, soccer and receiving a soccer scholarship again became the focus of my life. But then the loss of familiar friendships during my second year at Cuesta, coupled with another blow, another knee injury, jeopardizing my second pursuit of a soccer scholarship, marked a critical turning point. Guided by counselors, community members, and the unwavering support of my family, I faced the reality that soccer was no longer something on my radar. It was too debilitating physically and emotionally, and rather than being an activity that propelled me forward, it was one that was holding me back again physically, emotionally, and from fulfilling my full potential in other areas of my life. This moment of reckoning compelled me to explore an aspect of my life I had long neglected, my academic and intellectual capabilities. Embracing this newfound focus, I immersed myself in academics. Despite never considering myself a strong academic, I engaged with subjects I hadn't liked before. I prioritized counseling over soccer practices and pursued a passion-driven approach. By the end of my first year, I found myself enrolled in over 20 units at Cuesta, which is very above the full-time unit maximum, and simultaneously attended 2 other community colleges around the state. Rather than completing one associate degree and focusing on getting in and out as soon as possible, I graduated with 6 associate degrees in 2 years and earned an acceptance to UCLA, the #1 public university in California and the United States. The significance of these achievements really transcends the tangible degrees or the acceptance letter. It really lies in the profound self-empowerment that unfolded within me at that moment and in that last semester. For the first time, I recognized my worth extended beyond the soccer field. I had the potential to accomplish anything I set my mind to, and my capabilities in academia were as formidable as my prowess in sports. Upon entering UCLA, a pivotal chapter unfolded. Committed to turning my journey into a force for good, I immersed myself in community work, dedicated my efforts to empowering individuals from underserved backgrounds and communities facing challenges such as being low income, holding an undocumented status, facing language barriers, and holding a limited knowledge of the legal field became the focal point of my commitment. Through initiatives at UCLA, I sought to bridge gaps and to provide resources to those who often found themselves marginalized by interning at 4 nonprofit organizations. It was not the first time I had placed myself in a position to serve others, as I had consistently volunteered in our community events in Cambria, but it was the first time I realized the joy I received from doing this type of work, the change I was really making, and all that I was learning. Not only did I help these communities, but they helped me discover my passion. The commitment to community work not only shaped my time at UCLA, but again propelled me to dedicate myself to a life of supporting underserved communities. The experiences I encountered broadened my perspective and instilled in me a profound sense of responsibility to create positive change. Mentors at UCLA, alongside the invaluable guidance from my mentors back home, like the UU, really played an instrumental role in shaping my aspirations. My mother had always highlighted the importance of receiving an education, an opportunity she had never had, having grown up in a rural part of Mexico. But as a first-generation student, navigating the higher education world was an obstacle that at that moment I was not sure that I would overcome. Much less did a graduate education seem possible, nor did I truly understand what it was. My mentors not only illuminated the significance of a graduate education, but also exposed me to the world of Ivy League institutions, a term I did not know or completely understand up until I met them. It was a realm I had never thought of, much less imagined myself attending. Their wisdom, encouragement, and belief in my potential opened doors I hadn't dared to approach before. As my curiosity ignited, I embarked on a journey of researching into the Ivy League, with Harvard standing out as a beacon of excellence. Harvard was just a name to me at that moment that meant nothing, perhaps because it was the only Ivy League institution I had seen or heard of on TV as a child. A popular news channel, Univision, that my mother and I would watch as I would get ready for school, would sometimes present Hispanic and Latinx students that got into the institution and raved about how rare that accomplishment was. Never did I once think that would be me. While the idea of applying to such a prestigious university seemed surreal, the self-empowerment instilled in me by the UU, by community organizations in Cambria and at Cuesta, planted a small seed of belief that maybe, just maybe, it was within reach. The decision to submit an application to Harvard was made with a blend of audacity and humility. Why not? I thought, even though attending such a renowned institution at that moment felt like a distant dream. At that point, my goal was to return home to Cal Poly's master's program, as the pull of family and community tugged at my heart. I had only been gone a year because of COVID. I was remote 1 year at UCLA, and I was actually in person 1 year. And I had only been gone that 1 year, but that year felt eternal. But little did I know that that decision to apply to Harvard would only take me thousands of miles away from home, beyond the familiar landscapes and hillsides of Cambria. Harvard, a name that once only seemed attainable through the lens of a television screen, became a reality. The acceptance letter was an unexpected testament to the possibilities that unfolded when one dares to dream beyond the confines of familiarity. This unforeseen journey, while physically distanced from the embrace of my family, became a testament to the power of self-empowerment and the capacity for personal growth that transcends geographical boundaries. My journey unfolds not as a solitary tale, but as a part of a broader narrative, a narrative shaped by decisions again made long before my birth, by the choices that I've made, and by the collective support of a community that believed in my potential. It's a story that traverses the landscapes of self-discovery, resilience, and the pursuit of knowledge, a pursuit that led me from the playground of Cambria Grammar School, the basketball court of Santa Lucia Middle School, the soccer fields of Coast Union High School and Cuesta College, to UCLA, and eventually the storied institution of Harvard. And although Harvard can seem like the pinnacle of my story, it doesn't end there. My journey now continues in our local community. I needed to return to the area to be close to my family, my friends, my mentors, and reach my true goal of giving back to the community that had given me so much. My life is now dedicated to serving local students who need guidance in reaching their full potential, academically, personally, athletically, and socially. As I stand on the precipice of my future, I'm filled with a profound sense of purpose and determination. My journey, fueled by the unwavering support of communities like this one, has instilled in me a deep commitment to empower underserved communities through higher education. I believe that education is the most potent tool for breaking the chains of inequality and unlocking the boundless potential within every individual. Currently, as a bilingual enrollment success specialist at Cuesta College, my role is pivotal in bridging the gap and breaking down barriers that may hinder underserved communities from accessing higher education here in San Luis Obispo and across the state. My ability to communicate effectively in multiple languages really ensures that language is not a barrier to enrollment, that making higher education is more accessible to a diverse range of individuals, that by providing support, guidance, and resources, I play a crucial role in empowering students from underserved communities to navigate the enrollment process with confidence. My work extends beyond enrollment. It lays the foundation for a journey towards academic success and personal growth for those who may have faced systemic challenges in pursuing education. As a program coordinator for the Office of Equity, Diversity, Inclusion, and Belonging at Harvard's Graduate School of Arts and Sciences, I am positioned to contribute to creating an inclusive and equitable academic environment. My role involves designing and implementing programs that foster diversity and inclusion and ensure that every student feels a sense of belonging. By championing initiatives that celebrate DEI and promote an inclusive culture, I actively contribute to breaking down systemic barriers within academia. The work is transformative not only for individuals, but for the institution as a whole, as it cultivates an environment where a multitude of perspectives and experiences are valued and contribute to the richness of the academic community. In both roles, I am at the forefront of creating pathways to higher education and fostering environments that empower individuals from underserved communities. My commitment to equity, diversity, and inclusion is not just a job. It's a calling to be a catalyst for positive change in the lives of those who, with the right support and resources, can overcome obstacles and achieve their personal and academic aspirations, just as it occurred in my own life. Through my work, I'm not only shaping individual success stories, but also contributing to the broader narrative of, again, creating a more just and inclusive society. My future goals extend far beyond personal success. They are rooted in a vision of creating opportunities for all. And I aspire to be an advocate for change, a catalyst for empowerment, and a bridge to higher education to those who may not see it within their reach, again, just as I did, or did not in that case. Looking ahead, my aspirations are deeply rooted in a commitment to serving the community and providing holistic support to students. I am passionate about developing initiatives that recognize the unique needs of a diverse population and tailor support systems accordingly. Furthermore, I aspire to advocate for educational policies that prioritize equity, diversity, and inclusion. And this advocacy involves not only addressing immediate challenges, but also fostering a culture of inclusivity and empowerment that permeates through educational institutions and the broader community. In the future, my work in education will be a testament to the belief that education is not a one-size-fits-all endeavor. By focusing on the community and providing holistic support, I want to create and contribute to a paradigm shift in the way we approach education, one that recognizes and nurtures the individual strengths, aspirations, and challenges of each student. I am not merely seeking personal achievement, but striving to create a ripple effect of positive transformation. When I reflect on my own journey, it's impossible to detach the milestones from the unwavering support I received from the incredible community that is the UUCC. From the moment I was awarded the scholarship after high school, I felt not only the weight of financial assistance, but the profound belief that this community had in me and my potential. It was more than just a financial boost. It was a gesture that really said to me, we see your potential and we are investing in your future. As I embarked on the challenging journey of higher education, the road was not always smooth. My journey was anything but linear. There were moments when the weight of expectation seemed overwhelming and doubts started to creep in. However, it was during those times that the belief of the Unitarian Universalist community became a beacon of light, guiding me through the darkest of times. Your belief in me served as a constant reminder that I was not alone in this journey, that an entire community stood behind me, cheering me on. It fueled a fire within me to strive for excellence. The UUCC didn't just give me a scholarship, they handed me a toolkit for empowerment, armed with the belief that I could overcome any obstacle, and I tackled each challenge head on. Your faith in my abilities was a driving force that motivated me to prove that your investment was not in vain, and I hope to do the same for future students. The UUCC taught me that I am not defined by my own circumstances, but by my ability to rise above them. And through your unwavering support, you've not only helped me pursue higher education, but instilled within me the confidence to pursue my dreams and make a meaningful impact in the world. Your support has been a driving force that propelled me forward, and I am determined to carry the torch of empowerment forward. I am committed to using the opportunities afforded to me to create positive change and to contribute to the betterment of society. For one of the readings, I chose Octavio Paz's Song of the Open Road. In this poem, the poet captures the essence of exploration, freedom, and the ceaseless journey of towards self-discovery. Much like the verses of this poem, my journey and commitment to empowering underserved communities through education resonate with the idea of an open road, full of possibilities and challenges. It also captures my own journey through childhood, adolescence, and young adulthood. It has been a journey of exploring within myself, to free myself from self-confinement and discovering my potential with the support of my community. As he eloquently expresses the idea of breaking away from the confines of the known, including oneself's own established confinements, I did this at a young age. I limited myself with doubt. Just as the poem calls for celebration of the open road and the diversity it presents, I find inspiration in creating pathways for individuals from varied backgrounds to access higher education. The poem serves as a metaphor for the transformative power of education. mirroring my own dedication to breaking down barriers and providing holistic support. It asks readers to embrace the journey with open arms, and my vision for the future involves fostering a sense of community and inclusion in education, ensuring that every student can embark on their own unique journey with the support and resources that they need. In closing, I invite each of you to embrace your journey, overcome self-doubt, and recognize the invaluable contributions of your community. Our stories are not at all isolated. They are interconnected chapters that collectively create a narrative of empowerment and resilience. Thank you for being a part of my journey, and may we continue to empower ourselves and uplift those around us as we navigate the unfolding chapters of our lives, chapters that take us beyond the horizon of what we deem possible. As we delve deeper into the intricacies of this narrative, I invite you to reflect on your own journeys, the challenges you've faced, and the moments of triumph that have shaped you into the person you are today. Our stories, though unique, are threads woven into the rich tapestry of the human experience. And it's through sharing these narratives that we find connection, understanding, and inspiration. Thank you.
The morning offering will now be given and received. Please remember, we are a self-sustaining congregation and provide all financial resources for our many ministries. We recognize the spiritual value of generosity and invite you to participate. If you are viewing this service remotely, please use one of the methods shown on the screen. Our thanks for all gifts given and received for the work of this community. Please stand in body and/or spirit and sing the closing hymn, For the Beauty of the Earth, number 21.
For the beauty of the earth, for the splendor of the skies, for the love which from our birth over and around us lies. Source of all, to thee we raise this our hymn of grateful praise. For the joy of ear and eye, for the heart and mind's delight, for the mystic harmony, linking sense to sound and sight. Source of all, to thee we raise this our hymn of grateful praise. For the wonder of each hour, of the day and of the night, hill and vale and tree and flower, sun and moon and stars of light. Source of all, to thee we raise this our hymn of grateful praise. For the joy of human care, sister, brother, parent, child, for the kinship we all share, for the gentle thoughts and mild. Source of all, to thee we raise this our hymn of grateful praise.
As we prepare to extinguish the chalice, let us recite the valediction. We have basked in the warmth and beauty of this flame and this community. As the chalice flame is extinguished, we shall carry its glow onward. Let us kindle new sparks within these walls and beyond. Please extinguish your chalice at home. Third time's a charm. Now let us form a circle and join hands, and Martha will give us some closing words.
To conclude this service, let's carry with us the essence of our shared journey, recognizing the profound value within every soul, including our own. In the steps we take, let's celebrate the uniqueness and dignity of each person we encounter. May our actions speak to the transformative power of honoring the worth inherent in every individual, making our shared path one of empowerment and respect. Thank you for believing in my value as a person, an academic, and an individual, and for shaping my journey and being an integral part of the path that I walk. May our shared commitment to the inherent worth and dignity of every person continue to inspire positive change.
Martha, where are you getting your PhD?
I'm hoping to do an education doctoral degree, but that's a couple years down the road, hopefully.
Where did you say?
She didn't say.
Oh, you didn't say.
I don't have a specific university. I hope to go back to UCLA, maybe Yale, maybe USC.
So you spent a winter in Massachusetts, right? Obviously. One winter or two?
I spent one.
Ah, that was enough, right?
I actually really love the winter and the cold.
Oh, well, okay, there you go.
I
Okay,
like being bundled up, having my big boots on and my big coat. So
right? That's fun for 1 year.
yeah, I guess.
Okay. Thank you so much. You were wonderful, wonderful. You make us so proud.
Thank you for inviting me back, and hopefully after this
Yes.
COVID scare goes away, I can come visit in person.
Oh, I hope so. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.